What's up, traders? It's your girl, Kaya Trades, and today I was able to bring myself out of a hole in the markets trading NASDAQ futures. So I'm going to show you guys how I was able to do that step by step, what my thought process was. So let's go ahead and hop on the charts and get started with this video. All right, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and delete all this stuff so we can redraw them. Every time I come to the markets, I check the news first. So we're going to go ahead and check Forex Factory to see if there was news that popped up for today. All right, and today is the 23rd. There was no red folder news, so we were good to go. All right, starting off, I'm going to go ahead and write all-time highs up here. I just like marking out all-time highs. So all-time highs is right there. We're going to go ahead and mark out some key levels that I might have seen on the 4-hour time frame. That was this obvious level that price just shot up from and also created a gap, as well as, we got some targets way down here. Cool. I could even write this one if I wanted to. I will, just for the sake of the video. But off rip, just what I'm seeing clearly is we've had that gap. Price has filled that gap, but also left behind a 4-hour demand zone. Okay, I like my 4 hours blue, my 1 hours purple, and my 5 minutes orange. You guys already know. If you don't, now you know. Hello. And we're actually going to go to bar replay. We didn't even do that yet. So let's do before today. Okay. That was like a couple of days ago. Boom, boom. Okay. So this is starting off for today. We have that 4-hour demand zone. Price might be bouncing from, but also, guys, is this key level. Okay, we have this key level here, and it's a higher time frame level that price has reacted from multiple times in the past. So price, after it jumped up from here, this is its first time encountering it, so it could potentially bounce off higher. My original ideas was price could either break it and bounce lower or hold this zone and create that stair step pattern to bounce higher. Those are ugly lines, but you guys kind of get the picture. All right, so we're going to drop on down to our 1 hour. And from this, we are going to refine that 4-hour zone. So we're going to make it kind of fit this little area right here. I'm going to go ahead and drag that down just a little, not a lot, and then adjust that as so as well. And also, since it's on the 1 hour, of course, we're going to make it purple. Not that purple, but this purple. Perfect. All right, as we can see, price was very, very, very bearish at this point in time. We're going to move forwards. That says 5 a.m. Let's do 6, 7, and 8. Okay, 8 a.m. we came in contact with this 1 hour zone. Let's see what 9 a.m. looks like. I don't trade until market opens, and it just replayed. Okay, let's see. It just went all the way back. So we're going to go to 9 a.m. Okay, it's just not really wanting to. Is the market not used to people backtesting this fast? All right, so moral of the story is once the 9 a.m. candle started printing, we started wicking and rejecting this level. As we go down to the 5-minute time frame, which is my entry time frame, we're going to go back to market open, which was 9:30. And as you guys can still see, price is still selling off. We've kind of created liquidity right here. We'll check that again on the higher time frame in just a moment. Price came down to grab that liquidity. Then we created sort of consolidation right here. Okay, we do not want to trade in consolidation areas. Okay, supply and demand, the strategy that I use, my bread and butter, works in trending markets when the market is either going up or the market is going down. So I noticed this area, and then I also noticed that really big wick right there. And then let's go one more candle for the 9:30. and price made an even stronger wick and also kind of broke above this consolidation area, right? So price is now, if we check the higher time frame, price has now kind of swept this liquidity and trying to kind of rebalance the market back up. We had this very, very aggressive wick. So we're going to go back down to the 5-minute time frame. Now, as you guys know, I do take minor breakup structure setups. So I was looking at this, but as you guys can tell, it's a really big zone. We are on micro NASDAQ already. We're not trying to risk a lot. Okay. I've traded my live personal money. So I don't want to risk my entire account on one move. And as you guys can tell, this is 128 points times 4 because there's 4 ticks in each point. Like, bro, doing too much. So I had to watch this. And once I saw that we were at this level and we rejected it really strong, I was waiting for price to come back and break this high to kind of give me a little bit of confirmation that it wants to go higher. So I'm waiting. I saw this setup playing out. It tapped the zone and look at it. It's rejecting it. Oh, I wanted to get in so bad here, guys. But look, let's see how many ticks this is. It's already 169 down here. Look at this. Look at this. Look, 127 ticks if we get the break of candle for the entry. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to risk that because last week that same thing happened, y'all. I have a certain amount of risk that I want to lose on my personal account. And even though price didn't hit my stop loss, the trade was just too big and I got stopped out before it even hit my stop loss and then it shot to my TP2. So I was not trying to go through that today. So I was really patient and I waited. Even though this happened, I was like, oh my gosh, I could get in, but I'm not going to. And of course, market started going up beautifully. We got the breakup structure to the upside and then we actually closed, but price wasn't giving me an entry. I definitely wrote out this 5-minute zone as well. And price still just wasn't giving me an entry. So as you guys know, if you watched my previous video, I'll link it to this video. When price is giving me consecutive candles in a row and not allowing me to get in to a trade on the 5-minute, I pivot and I drop down to the 1-minute time frame. So price never came back down here and price broke above here and we were just still going bullish. I went ahead. Oh, I did a little too late. We're going to go back just a bit. Price then broke that structure. As we can see, that stair step pattern is occurring. I could have easily gone down to the 1-minute time frame and hit any of these right here. But because of when I did decide to drop down, I dropped down around this time and there was, boom, a valid demand zone right here. So we're going to delete these just to kind of clean up our charts. And we see this beautiful, beautiful demand zone set up. We had a breakout really strong. It came back and retested. And it kind of tested some more. So I was a little confident in this because none of the candles closed in it. There was nothing but wicks in this zone here. So I was just now waiting for the break of candle. And honestly, guys, I missed my entry. Like price on the next one shot up, but I had confidence that it would come back down and tap me in. Otherwise, I just would have missed this trade. So price kind of shot up, but before it closed, it did in fact come back. Well, it came back and it tapped me in. And I was much more willing to risk 45 points on this trade to make 80, almost, well, basically 90 points. So I entered this trade. I let my hands go. I set my alarm for the 1-to-1 because when we hit 1-to-1, I move my stop loss to break even. Let's just say this is my alarm. Boom, we have an alarm set. Love TradingView's alarms. Okay, so I'm just on my phone, really kind of moving around, not trying to focus too hard, trying to get into something that's not there, other than just leaving my setup alone. Okay. Once I'm in a trade, my hands go up. I don't move my stop loss until 1-to-1 hits, and I don't move my take profit because I just want a piece of the pie. I don't want to be greedy. So let's see what actually happened. Okay, price is still going up. Beautiful. Oh, we get that 1-to-1 tap. I'm going to move my stop loss to break even. This is now a risk-free trade for me. I'm definitely not moving anything right now. Typically though, I have been seeing my back testing when price is coming up to my 1 to 2, but doesn't quite tap it. I will adjust my stop loss for at least the 1 to 1 to still kind of end up on a green day. But let's see what happens. Price is still going up, yes. And now that we're getting a little bit closer to our 1 to 2, I definitely moved my stop loss. So now this is my stop loss. I moved my stop loss to the 1 to 1 so I can at least walk away with some profits today. I don't trade a lot of contracts on MicroNAS, so I don't take off contracts. But when I get to the point where I have more than one contract, I'm definitely taking profits, at least some profits off at 1 to 1. And let's see how this finishes out. Boom, our TP2 was smashed, okay? Now, this trade I had to wait for. I didn't wait too long, but I was really trying to be patient and not rush because we did have those 5-minute zones down here. But again, just really using my strategy to pivot once I see consistent candles in a row that are the same. If I would have found something in here, that would have been plausible too. But guys, patience. Let me just write it out for y'all so y'all can see and know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Oh, that's not it. Here we go. Okay. So it's not on here, so I'm gonna just type it out so you guys can see it. Of course, you guys know who I am, Kaya Trades. If you don't, now you do. And what I was wanting to tell you is patience plus discipline. Oh, not even a plus sign. Not even that either. Let's just start over. Patience, discipline gives us freedom. Okay? I usually have this pinned up on my videos or on my trading account when I'm trading with my live community. If you do want to trade with me, I trade Monday through Friday. You can find that link in the description box below. I give a lot of resources, homework, and as well as just access to me for questions that a lot of my traders and my students have, and we have fun, we chat, we talk. So if you want to join me in trading, definitely do that. But back to the topic. Patience plus discipline equals freedom. I'm gonna make it bigger so you can see it. My goal is to follow these steps every day. If we want to become consistently profitable traders, we have to put ourselves in the person of a disciplined and a consistently profitable trader. And how are they consistently profitable? Because they are patient, they wait for their setup, because they are disciplined, they follow their strategy to the T without hesitation. And of course, that has given them the freedom to not have to clock in, not have to make sure they're heading to work on time because their work is trading. Okay. And trading gives them that freedom to do other things that they want to do with their time. So that's the kind of trader that I want to be. That's the trader I am aspiring to be. That is the kind of teacher I want my students to become as well. I don't know if that part made sense, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? Y'all get it. This is what we are aspiring to be as traders. We're wanting to be consistently profitable. So we're practicing patience and discipline to achieve our freedom. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it made sense to you. If it didn't, ask a question below. If it did make sense, go ahead and leave a comment or a like that you liked it. And let me know what you guys want to see as well. My husband and I are going to make another video, so you don't want to miss that. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on that Trader Talk video. I will see you guys in the next video.